You know, over the years, as you use gear more and more, you kind of see what works, what doesn't work. Is there a better way? Camping gear is something where you only go camping maybe a few times a year, if that, a handful of times a year. So for us, we try to go camping as much as possible now that the kids are getting a little bit older. And me and Colton just went camping for a whole 4 days, 3 nights, his longest camping trip ever. And you kind of learn what works and what works maybe better for what you're trying to get out of that particular gear you're using. So for example, camping stoves, right? Cooking at camp is very much a minimalistic type of situation, right? You don't have a whole kitchen, usually out on a picnic table, daddy long legs all over you. And growing up, even decades ago, I remember having the dual burner Coleman stove where you had to light it with a match, and you have the little screw-in green canisters, right? And then actually we moved up to the canister, the green canister with a base with a screw-on single burner. And then we also had the backpacking, smaller type butane backpacking stoves when you used to go backpacking and things like that. And those are light and easy, and they boil water. They cook a bunch of pancakes. Many of pancakes have been cooked that way. So over the past few years, I've actually went to a new single burner type of stove, and they're actually very popular with chefs. They're very popular in hotel buffets, and they're really popular over in Asia. And that, my friends, is the Gas One mini gas stove. You can get these right on Amazon. And what's really interesting about them is they run on butane gas cartridges. You can get these in bulk packages. They're very cheap. I think they're like 6 for $10, and they last a long time. One of these canisters will easily last a weekend cooking, and it's really just a simple, clean, easy way to cook meals, to boil water, to make coffee. And honestly, this is the way we've been using for camping for even the whole family for the past few years. Let me show you what the stove can do. So this is it. This is the mini gas stove by Gas One. I think Coleman and a few other brands make something very similar that run on those little butane canisters. But this one is one that caught my eye, and it's been a top seller on Amazon for a long time. They go model GS800P. And it's funny, I have seen these on like omelet buffets in hotels and resorts and things like that. And it's just super simple to use. Not a whole lot of buttons here, not a whole lot to clean. You can put this whole thing in the dishwasher, probably needs it after the last camp out here. And you can just get it all washed up, ready to go. Very simple to use here because it does have the butane canisters. These are from local Asian mart. It's actually a chain, I think, called H Mart. So you can get these from H Mart and get them elsewhere as well. A lot of camping stores have them. I did see Walmart stopped carrying a lot of cool stuff for camping, which kind of upset me because I used to go to Walmart for everything. I think they're kind of slimming down on their camping supplies, but pick these up. Butane gas cartridge. All you're going to do is you see this slit right here. You're simply going to line this up with this little flap, so it goes on the inside, little ridge there, spring-loaded flap there. Close this up, all protected. You're gonna push this load button down right here, and that engages the butane. Doesn't really leak or anything like that. If it is leaking, you did it wrong. I've had that happen before. It wasn't engaged properly in this clip here right in the middle, or maybe it was only half on the 2 edges here. And all you're gonna do is turn. You kind of hear it right there. And of course, it's daytime, it's gonna be hard to see, but that is hot, right? Low, high, all the way to start. Turn off, automatically detaches the butane for safety. If you want to do it again, you're going to simply push it down to engage the butane. You never want to leave butane engaged in here. Really, you want to put a cap back on it and leave the butane separate, right? I usually carry a few canisters just in case, but one of these will get you through a weekend easily. In fact, one of these I think got through like several camping trips one time. Has an igniter right there. Super simple to use, and that's one of the things I love about it. Talking about gear we use a lot for camping. Really, there's only 2 main things I put on here. One is the GSI Outdoors. I use this for making coffee, for making those types of just add water type of meals, mac and cheese, you know, all the mountain house type of meals if you have those. And this simply will just go on here. You can see it covers very nicely, heats up very quickly, and this GSI Outdoors is super lightweight, very high quality. And the other thing we got is another GSI product, and that is their frying pan that has a collapsible handle. And not only that, the handle is nice and high, and it's stainless steel on the bottom, so any type of flame doesn't hit the rubber here. This thing I cook, and there's the dog, this thing I cook with for almost 90% of our meals, right? You can go and you can kind of see, I've used this for a few years now, and it's nice and clean, super high quality frying pan, and it's nice and big, and it fits this perfectly because it covers just about the entire edges here. It rests on the ridges there on the top, works really well. And if you're looking for utensils, I did pick these up about a year ago. These are the Gerber utensils, all right? So this is the Gerber multi-utensil tool here. I'll drop links to everything below if you guys are looking to get the setup. If you have these, nice lightweight spork, spoon, can opener, bottle opener, this spatula is all you need. Pancakes, stir fry, whatever. I use this spatula for everything. There's even a little knife on the end here. If you get this set, you can probably survive cooking for the whole family on just this kit right here. In fact, me and Colton would just share the spork and the spoon as the utensils, really. So you can kind of see how simplistic you can go. And of course, camping is minimalistic, as we talked about, and it's something that should be pretty easy, pretty laid back, cook really good, delicious meals, just one pan meals. Sometimes I will bring a pot, like a little pot, depending on what we have. And the majority of the time, you can get through with just boiling some water or cooking in the frying pan. And then when you're done, you can put all this stuff away. Make sure your butane is detached. Flip that lever up. You can put the cap back on if you'd like. Keep it protected. One of the best parts is you have a very nice carrying case. Hasn't really been banged up too much, kind of stays in a crate for when we go camping. Slides right in. Does not hold any fuel in here with it. You can kind of see the bottle will be back here. Close it up, and away you go. One close-up to note here is you do have the ignition right here. That is a simple manual click spark, and then you can go to off, but then you have to go all the way over to the auto ejection, which pops this up, right? So depending on what you need to do, you can go just have it off, fire up the next dish, crank it back on, or auto eject the butane canister. I hope you guys enjoyed this video review on the gas one. Again, there'll be links down below on Amazon to pick this up. It is such an easy to use stove. Even Colton knows how to use it now. I told him, hey, go fire up the coffee, right? Get the coffee going in the morning. And we'll have another review on the best way to make coffee at camp coming up very soon. But this thing just works really well. It's real simple. It's a nice large burner, not a lot of height here for anything to tip over. Fits a nice frying pan on there nicely, as you saw. And it does everything you want out of a stove, and it works really well even in some of those mountain type of elevations. And this thing is a few years old now. It's small, compact, easy to pack, works great. So thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions about this stove or anything you see in the video today, hit them down in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. As always, make sure you look after the ones you love, and we'll see you in the next review.